Hello. Um, Time to make another video. Here before I jump in, I just wanted to show this off real quick. It's my coat. I've had it for about a month now, but I don't know. I just thought it. Here, I gotta like duck down. So I'm on my knees. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was cute, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know. Do a little twirl. So yeah, I don't know. Just showing that off, I guess. Um, but yeah. So I'm back home. Um, it's now January 5th, so I've actually been home for a couple days now. Um, but yeah, it's good to be back home and well, not just be home, but be back into a little bit of a normal swing of things. Um, I don't know. Usually when I get home or whenever I am done having to um hide and suppress myself, I'm exhausted and that's still the case. I'm pretty um just exhausted is a good way to put it. But do have some very good news, or I consider it good news, um, and that is that I came out to my grandparents. So did that on New Year's Eve, um, and I wasn't necessarily sure if I was gonna do it, but I don't know. It felt right to do. Um, what ultimately ended up convincing me was that it wasn't anything selfish. It was actually the opposite. It was what do I think my grandparents would want me to do? Um, would they want me to hide this part of myself, or would they want me to tell them? And I thought that they would rather know, um, because it is a major part of my life, and obviously, and I didn't want to lie to them. Um, so that was my motivation. I'm trying to do my feminine voice. It's hard for me to do it while also focusing on conversation. And like I said, I'm still not super happy with my feminine voice yet. I've come a long ways, um, but I feel like I still have a lot longer to go. But it's not going to get any better without practice, so just going to use this time to practice as well. Um, but yeah, like I said though, it went really well. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go, um, but I was there with my aunt, Uncle Mark and Kathleen. Cousin Nick was out, and his fiance Cameron, um, along with my grandma and grandpa, and yeah, I just said that I sort of had a bit of an announcement to make. Um, that it wasn't anything bad, wasn't going to be dying or anything like that, no cancer. We weren't pregnant. Um, and I just sort of came out and told the story about, the email that I got from work and how it made me feel and um it I don't know. I was a little nervous, but not super nervous at this point. I've made this speech a large number of times at this point, um, and it went really well. Wanna and Erica had money that Nino was going to ask some weird question. And I'm like, what weird question? Erica goes, I don't know, but it's going to be weird. And he delivered by the first question he asked was, is being trans hereditary? And I was like, well, no, but it's like, why do you ask, basically? And he didn't have any follow up or anything like that, but yeah, it was just funny, is it hereditary? It's like, do you have something to say, Grandpa? But no, no, but he said though my grandpa especially handled it really super super well, I thought. My grandpa, he basically gave a small speech and was like um you're the same person. This doesn't change who you are, and we still love you. And then he finished it off with saying, "And I guess I have two granddaughters now." And that was just the sweetest thing to me. Couldn't have been any more positive, and it's just I don't know. It was awesome. My grandma was a little less positive, I think. Um, Basically, her way of addressing it was to not address it, I guess. So, yeah, she just just basically said, "All right, time to play cards," that sort of thing. Which, yeah, even that I'm still okay with. It's not like she was crying or was upset or anything like that. More than anything, I felt that it was awkward, I suppose. Um, but yeah, it was fine. It still twisted me up a little bit, like made me second guess whether or not I was doing the right thing, but I still think that it was the right thing. Um, you know, um, Now they know, and sort of the weird part of it too was, again, grandparents super supportive. My grandpa was asking me like, how do you spell Geraldine? And it, but then it was like the next day they just called me Gerald, and male pronouns, and I chose not to correct them. um I chose not to force them to call me Geraldine. um and basically my mentality was, they can call me whatever they want. And more than anything, I just want them to know this part of me. And yeah, so I didn't force them to call me Geraldine, um, which I have forced other people to call me Geraldine, most other people, but I'm giving them a pass, I guess. Um, I don't know. I mean, why am I giving them a pass? Because they're old, basically. um, yeah, I don't know. Um, if they call me Geraldine in the future, start using female pronouns for me, I would be very happy, very ecstatic. But I'm not gonna force them, I guess. And it begs the question, why do I force anybody? You know, 'cause that's what it feels like sometimes, is that I'm forcing people. But I don't know. It makes me happy. People call me Geraldine, even though I said that I just wanted to tell the grandparents that. Um, and I didn't care about the name. Like, it still hurt me a little bit. Like, it did, to be called Gerald and male pronouns and that sort of thing. And my dad called, it was after I'd come out, and I think I forget if it was my grandma or grandpa. I know it was my grandpa. Answered the phone where he's like, I'm here with your son and daughter-in-law, and it's like, okay, like, I don't know. It's yeah. Though I mean it hurt, but whatever. I'll give them that allowance, I guess. Um, yeah. I have a hard time articulating, other than just they're old, articulating why it's okay for them and not other people. Um, I guess what it is that it is truly a burden for me at this point for people to call me something other than Geraldine. Um, or G. G is fine. Um, but G is sort of gender neutral. It's not quite the same. Um, but anyway, I'm now out to just about everyone. The only people I'm not out to now in the world are Erica's parents, which that was Erica's call, Erica's decision. Um, Basically, the plan is next time that I see them in person, I'll come out to them. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Um, I'm looking forward to not having to hide at all anymore. That sort of last barrier. I want to do stuff like change my Facebook, Like, I want to, just be able to not worry about what's in the house, and I, I don't know. Like like when Erica's parents come, I have to hide my shoes. I have like these pink shoes now. They're actually not that pink. There's just a little bit of pink on them. They're like gray with pink accents. But anyway, I have to hide them though when they come, and I'm looking forward to not having to do that anymore. Um, and yeah, I don't know. A future time, I guess. Looking forward to that. So, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. That was a good video. And I think I'll sort of call it there. That's sort of the latest update, just coming back from vacation. And yeah, I don't know. Again, highly positive. And oh yeah, I'm wearing this chain that yeah, my parents got me. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. Uh, I wore it while I was in Ohio, and it was a comfort. So um, all right.